All right, so HTVRONT sent me their brand new D2 DTF printer and said that it can handle small business volume. So I didn't just unbox it, I used it to print, cure, press, and ship a real order. 50 plus shirts for the Angel Bee Academy members, no stage test, no cherry picked results. Let's see how it actually holds up. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel Bee Designs. I'm Angel Bee. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Okay, so my Angel Bee Academy premium members are getting some real merch from me. So this printer had to actually work, obviously. This is the exact pressure that a craft business owner deals with on a regular basis. A real deadline with a real order. There's no room for spending 8+ hours on a machine setup. So in today's video, you guys, I'm setting up and using this printer to really see if it's beginner friendly and has a quick setup time. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so this machine does come with a quick start guide that has the step-by-step on how to set this machine up. I'm starting by removing some of these protectors that were kind of screwed in there. There is 2 of them, this yellow one and there's another one up at the top. I missed it in this clip, but I did end up going back and removing that one as well, so you want to make sure you do that first. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the tray, and it just has these kind of grooves you stick in there and push it down until it clicks. Now we're going to install the DTF film, and there's 4 screws in the back that you have to remove, and then you put the film holder onto the back of the machine and use those same 4 screws to go ahead and screw it back in. And again, the quick start guide, if this is moving too fast for you, the quick start guide does have step-by-step instructions as well on how to do this. So again, definitely make sure, even if you are watching this and setting it up with me, still make sure you are looking at and referencing your quick start guide as well. All right, and then once the holder is installed, you can go ahead and put that on there and then slide the film through the front. Now I am just putting in the ink for all of the colors. So obviously you want to put white in white, black in black, cyan in cyan, and so on and so forth. Make sure you're giving each bottle a good shake before you put the ink in there. Once you are all done doing that, you can do a calibration. So you do have to calibrate the X and the Y axis. You also have to go, and again, this is also in this quick start guide, but you go in and you have the ink pulled from the tanks here through the machine. So you do have to do that in the setup as well. But I did do a quick test print. Once I saw that everything printed out well, we're going to go ahead and kind of break down the box here. Now I do have over 100 shirts that I have to press, and so, or get shipped out. So this is me just kind of breaking down my box of shirts here, separating them by sizes. We have small up to 4X, so I have at least one of every single size between small and 4X. So I'm just breaking down the box, and then I also had it printing. So I think right now, while I was breaking down the box, it was doing a cleaning for me, because when I went to do my calibration, some of my lines were not all the way solid. So if they're not solid, do a cleaning and then do another print head check. But yeah, I got all the shirts sorted out, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a print as well. Now that print, I printed 3 images for my size smalls, and I love that you can do everything right in the software. The settings, you want to make sure that you mirror. So I did mirror this print, and then for the printing the white on the back, you want to make sure that you do object object fill area, I believe is the setting, and that will make sure that you have white just on your image versus giving you like a white square around your image. You don't want that. So do object, and then object fill area. And again, this took about 17 minutes for the 3 prints for the smalls. And then I am powdering it with the powder that they sent me. Now, you should be using gloves for this. You should be using gloves. You should be using a mask. Don't do what I do. You guys, I'm a gremlin. I kind of don't care about stuff like this, even though I know I should. But yes, you should be using gloves and you should be using a mask when you are doing this. And then I am going to cure the 2 prints. My press wasn't all the way up. I think I have it on 250 for 120 seconds, and then the back should look like jelly. It should look like little, I can't really explain it. You'll see it when you actually look at it. It looks like jelly when it's nice and cured. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and press all 3 shirts, and then we're gonna take a look and see how they look. All right, you guys, so we are all done setting up and printing with this printer for the first time. Here is the final product. I did 3 of these. These are the size small. Now, I do have well over 100 of these shirts to make, and I did all of the smalls. I only had a handful of smalls, and I was able to complete all of the smalls. Like I said, I only had like 3. And they all look super, super good. I absolutely love the quality. I love how they turned out. Hopefully it is focusing. If it is not, I am sorry. Focus, focus, focus. I'm looking at my watch to try to make sure, but this is the final product. Now, I'm not gonna be able to complete all over 100 orders in this video just because I know it's gonna take me a couple of days to do this. So, and that's kind of pushing me into the pros and cons of this machine. Now, I will say this is the second DTF printer that the third DTF printer I've had. The first 2 that I had was from a different company. I will say that the not having to have a RIP software is a game changer for me. Okay, I can't speak for everybody, but when it comes to a DTF printer, when it comes to any machine, really, if it's too hard of a setup, I'm not going to want to deal with the machine. I don't want anything that's not beginner friendly, user friendly, or requires a whole lot of tech just because I'm always on the move. For those who've been watching me, I'm very on the go. I need things done quickly. I don't have time to waste an entire 8, 9, 10-hour day trying to figure out how to get something to work. So anything that is user friendly, beginner friendly, easy setup is good in my book. This printer was so easy to set up. It took me about an hour to set it up. From box to printing, it took about an hour, maybe an hour 15. I had to wait for my son to come up here. We live right around the corner from my office, so he rode his e-bike up here and helped me move some stuff around. So from opening the box to printing, it probably took about an hour and 15 minutes for me to do the complete setup. There's a couple of things you have to do on the computer that I did not show, which was the calibration. Your Start Here guide will take you through each step that you have to do. So definitely make sure you are following that Start Here guide when it comes to taking all of your tape and the zip ties and unscrewing everything that you need to do. Definitely make sure you take your time to read that Start Here guide when you are setting it up. When you're doing your the software, also super beginner friendly. Again, it's the lock leak software. You're downloading it, you're adding a device, and then you are simply connecting it. Now, a couple of the downsides, your machine does have to be connected to your computer in order for it to print. I would prefer something wirelessly.
but that's okay. It's not like a deal breaker. I do have 2 Windows laptops. So I downloaded the software onto my main laptop. I will probably download it onto my secondary um, laptop and then strictly just use that for my DTF so that I don't have to worry about, I need my primary for something else and now I have to wait because it's printing, blah, blah, blah. So I do wish that it could be wireless. It could be hooked up wirelessly. That's number one. Number two, for this printer specifically. Now, for me, I don't do large orders like this all of the time. So it's not necessarily a con to me, but I can see how it can become a con for somebody, right? If you do large orders like this, 50 plus orders on a regular basis, you will probably want a machine where it does the automatic shaker and curing for you. This machine does not do that. I have to manually put the powder on and manually put it in the oven. And like I said, I don't do orders like this often. And it's not even order. These shirts are for my Academy members, but I don't do this kind of volume often, once, maybe twice a year, if that. Outside of that, I'm doing one-offs. So if you are doing one-offs, if you are offering this as just something else to have in your business, but you're not doing huge quantities like this, then this is an amazing printer. If you do very large orders, 50 plus orders on a regular basis, you might want to go with spending a little bit more money on the full system kit. Like I said, it has the shaker oven, and it does all of that for you. So you might want to look into something like that. Again, that costs more money. This is a very beginner, like intro to DTF, very good machine. Very easy to set up. I really, really like it. I am going to be finishing my project. I won't say order because again, these shirts are for my Academy members. I'm going to be finishing my project over the next couple of days and getting these out in the mail. But that is all I have for this video, guys. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns about this machine that I have not maybe answered, definitely drop a comment down below. I will try to make sure I get those answered for you or make another video for it. I do want to incorporate DTF into my embroidery and just doing some mixed media type of design. So definitely make sure you are on the lookout for that. I'm going to do a couple other things with this printer as well. So again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure that your bell notifications is turned on so that you get notified every time I upload, which is multiple times a week. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hype, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye, guys.